Good afternoon, chickadees. Welcome back to another day. Today I'm going to get started with some breakfast tacos. So I have a couple of eggs, some bacon that I pre-cooked earlier and cut up, Kraft singles. These are the white American ones. They are 60 calories a slice, I think. Yep. Then I have some of the Carb Counter Street Taco Tortillas. These little guys are 20 calories each, I believe. Yep, 20 calories each. I have some of my Heirloom Tomato, half of an avocado, and apparently Alton Brown said that you should try a little bit of mayonnaise in your scrambled eggs. And he gave a whole bunch of reasons why, so I thought I'm going to try that. Of this particular mayonnaise, a teaspoon, which is what he calls for with 2 eggs, is only 12 calories. So, hey, we're going to try it, see if it makes any difference. Then I'm going to top that with some of the Tajin Hot Sauce, and that will be brunch. So if you saw my video yesterday, you saw I made a beef pot roast. This is the other half of that, and I am going to have that for lunch today. I'm not normally a big fan of leftovers, but this was really, really good, so I'm going to have this for lunch. No cooking involved, just reheating. So I was just watching one of the ladies I follow on TikTok, and she was talking about having her bananas get overripe and her kids bringing home bananas in their lunch bags and things. And it reminded me that these are not as soft as you think they are. I actually keep my bananas in the fridge because I like them cold, and it makes the skin oxidize quite quickly. So they're not actually that soft. Like, you know, I can push my thumb down into it and it has give, but it's not as soft as it would look like it would be at this brown. But anyway, I was thinking about the fact that I have bananas, and I thought, oh, I wonder, instead of doing a banana bread, can you do a banana cornbread? So I got onto Google, and yes, there are tons of recipes for banana cornbread. Now, I don't know about where you guys are from, but at least over in this part of the South, cornbread is sweet. So I know a lot of people, when they're having cornbread with chili, they have, there's no sugar in it, but cornbread here is sweet. So that would lend itself to having bananas in there quite easily. So I get up and I start looking through my pantry, and I have some cornbread cornmeal muffin mix. This is Bob's Red Mill. I've had this for ages. So I thought, okay, well, let me use that. I have 4 bananas, so I'm going to use 2 of those. Then I saw a recipe that was talking about Jamaican banana coconut cornbread. And I thought, oh, goodness me. I saw a banana blueberry cornbread too, but I have some coconut. So I'm going to basically do a mishmash of recipes. So I have my cornbread mix, which has the cornmeal and the flour already in it. So most recipes will tell you to put a certain amount of cornmeal to a certain amount of flour. This is both. I have my sugar, an egg, some coconut, some bananas, some baking powder, and some milk. And we're going to put this together and see what happens. Okay, so here's the ratios that I'm going to try. I have 2 cups of the cornmeal mix, a half a cup of sugar. Sugar I saw in anywhere from 1/4 cup to 1 1/3 cups. So I've got half a cup of sugar, half a cup of the sweetened coconut, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That's all my dries. Then in my wets, I have 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 1/2 cup of milk, 2 bananas, and 1 egg. So I'm going to combine all of the wets together, stir the dries, combine those together, and then we're going to get them in the oven. All right, let's do some dinner. The idea for this has actually changed several times today. So here's what I decided on. These are from Aldi. I have tried the teriyaki salmon burgers and they were nice. This is the Chipotle salmon burgers, and people have said that they quite like them. They are 140 calories a burger. I'm going to have that just on its own. I'm not going to make a burger out of it. I'm just going to have that like a salmon patty. I was going to make some mackerel cakes and I decided I couldn't be bothered. All right. So then, as a side, I was looking through some rice options that I have. And I have some Knorr cheddar and broccoli. Now this calls to be made with water, milk, a little bit of milk, and then butter or margarine if you want to. I don't ever use that in there, but I am going to use some 2% Fairlife milk, and I'm going to make the whole container, and then it says it has 2.5 servings, so basically I'm going to do that's 1/2 cup dry, so it'll be 1/2 cup what it results in cooked. I'm just going to divide it into thirds pretty much. I know that was a little bit of a ramble. And then Kroger had these veggie trays on special for $3.50, and they're normally $7, so I was like, heck yeah. And I'm going to use some broccoli from in here. And then, this is going to sound odd, but I'm telling you, I've had it before and I really like it. These are some of the pickled beets that I made. And then this is what's left of a pomegranate that I de-seeded. And some goat cheese. Normally, I would put some cucumber in there as well, but my cucumber got pushed too close to the back of the fridge and got frozen, which makes them go mushy in the middle. Ugh. Talk about bad texture. So, this is going to go in the microwave for 12 minutes. I am going to steam some broccoli. I'm going to throw this salmon burger probably in the air fryer, and then the little salad is just cut up. So, that's it. It'll all be done. The rice is going to take the longest out of everything. All right, banana, coconut, cornbread, muffiny things. I took the bottom piece off of this one to try it, and they're okay. The texture is okay, although I have to say that even though I like coconut, it does provide this like chewy bit in there, which I'm not all that keen on. But the biggest thing is, I don't taste the coconut. I don't taste the banana. It's not really that sweet, considering that I added 1/2 cup of sugar to the whole thing. And, I mean, they're okay. But honestly, at 187 calories each, I'm not going to eat them. So, I will bag them up and take them down to Sandy and see if she likes them. And then if she doesn't like them, she can just throw them out. Yeah. So, there we go. That is the banana coconut cornbread muffin experiment. I started a new painting project last night. This is Clan Yamakaru from Ninja All-Stars. And basically I have a couple of special characters. That's sort of the core base. That's what the core base guys look like. Okay. those and that young man there. So those are the figures in there. So I started with these guys, and they're not finished. This is just the initial base coat, but I have that one, and then you can see I've actually started bringing out some of the details in there. Okay, you can see the difference between those guys. Then here's our little pink-haired girlies. So they're kind of cool. These guys are just about finished. There's not a whole lot I need to do on them, just some detail work. And then I started doing the cowls, the head coverings on these. And then that's my two special characters. So I started all of those last night. I am still using just the Army Painter speed paints. And hopefully in a couple of days, these guys will all be done.